Hi there. I'd like to share with you some of my sort of connections to Russia. Now, I live in Hanover Township, New Jersey, so one of them is through Germany's Royal House of Hanover. The family still sits on the British throne, but during World War I, the English side changed their name to House of Windsor. They hid their connections to show which side they were rooting for. King George, Kaiser Wilhelm, and Tsar Nicholas were all grandsons of Queen Victoria. They were all first cousins. The First World War was a family feud. I saw some of the Tsar's treasures because I briefly worked for the cousin of the former president of Russia, Boris Yeltsin. Now, my client's office was in the Kremlin, so I could shop at GUM. That is Moscow's largest shopping mall, and all I had to do was walk across Red Square. I would often shop for amber, petrified tree sap. Now, if you look really closely at some of the pieces, you can actually find bugs, prehistoric bugs. The Jurassic Park movies took DNA from those bugs and made dinosaurs. One of Russia's greatest treasures is an entire room made from amber and other precious stones, about 6 tons of them gilded in gold. It is valued at around $300 million. It was in the Catherine Palace in St. Petersburg. 300 years ago, the Prussian emperor gave it to Russia's Peter the Great to immortalize peace between their two nations. But immortality doesn't last forever. In World War II, German troops came and forcibly removed the room to a Prussian palace. It's lost now. No one knows where it is. It's disappeared. But its legend is growing because treasure hunters are being murdered, and some of them are dying from really weird diseases. That's the end of my little Russian connections. So what's the lesson here? Is it that war is terrible or that people steal? Well, both of them are true. But I would like to think it's that the world is amazing and you can so easily find yourself connected to so many incredible things. Marvel at them. Use your connections to open yourself up to a big world. See if you can make the world better. See if you can make one person better. Share. I am Mike for the Be More Better team. Thank you for watching. Remember, like us, comment, subscribe if you haven't, but always, always be more better. Body, mind, and spirit. And then be even more better when you make someone else better too. By the way, my mother sailed from Poland to the United States as the Second World War began. 5 years later, from that very dock, 10,000 Germans embarked on a ship as the army retreated. The Russians put 4 torpedoes in the ship and sank it. Every man drowned. And the bodies are missing. It may be that Joseph Stalin had the bodies taken ashore and then searched, looking for clues to the Amber Room. And a shout out to Lorraine and Dolores. Their father was on the ship with my mother. This has been a pleasure. Until the next time. Bye now.